Things to do: you have four options. Play fence or play full game. Entering team select screen. The Miami Dolphins, the home team, are selected. Ready.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Taken from about the 12. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out now come the Patriots as they are led out by their quarterback, a former MVP of the National Football League back in 2015, Cam Newton.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Newton. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, here's Newton. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Now the second-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Dolphins now taking the field, led by the 5th overall pick back in April out of Alabama. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
To be considered for the MVP award in the NFL, it's got to be a season of not just consistency, but spectacular consistency. And he's had it all the way through.
I think you're right. He's been as consistent, more consistent probably than anybody else as the numbers bear out. And the social media chatter for the MVP races certainly start to ramp up. I know you and I have felt that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Right now, he's in the pole position as we head down the stretch.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Tua, a give. This is Howard. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd down and 3. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. play action. Here's Tua. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They run forward with Breida. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. First down, here's White. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And they're on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. Gay's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
It's 3. Dolphins, nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco, sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
You know, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now Howard. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, here's Breida. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Newton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So now after the sack, Cam and the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. He'll buy some, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Kyle Van Noy has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Grant. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and it'll be Dolphin football. Matt Breida, the offense, heading back out. A tough challenge here. Replicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you could do just the defensive side of the ball. You're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense.
And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Julian Edelman, his numbers from a week ago. 7 catches, 68 yards.
When you turn in good, consistent performances each and every week, you will rank in the top 10 in the league in receiving yards. And he's number 7 currently, hoping to move up as time goes on.
On 1st down, it's Newton.
And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Newton, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, Newton.
He'll drop it underneath to White.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Miami set to take over.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
This is Breida. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Parker the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Parker, incomplete. Devin McCourty there defensively.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Entering script called Super Sim Game Stats Depth Chart Challenge Medical Center. Entering injury report. Player name M. Gesicki. Player name M. Breida. Position HG. Injury type shoulder strain. Injury length will return soon. Entering coaching screen depth chart.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Able to find Shaheen here. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Blitz coming and down he goes. John Simon. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Tua. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's caught by Parker. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1. On play action, here's Tua. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Kyle Duggar in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
The ball mere inches from the white line on. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This will be caught at about the 5. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Matt Breida in the offense heading back out. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running out of the gun here, Breida. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Breida. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Play action. Now it's Tua. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they'll get this down to the 10. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Looking to pass. Tua. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's 3rd down.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the 1st half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never got a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now 1st and 10
at their own 42. Now a carry for White. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Newton.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Newton. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there.
But it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Newton. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They'll run with White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Hello.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Tua Tagovailoa sacked by Adam Butler.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a 1st down.
46-yard. That's a play
Do you like the
that will be
Dolphins?
forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Shoves him away. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15
I am a Bears fan, but I like Peterkin's quarterback.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Damn dictation Dolphins quarterback.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Breida. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Our score 10-3.
How do you think Tua is going to look in 5 years?
Quarter number 2. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And it'll bring up third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
MOT Dolphin.
They need to get to the 29 if they
In
want
real
to
life,
pick
I think
up a
he's a
first
promising
here on
quarterback for
third
them, maybe
down.
even franchise quarterback.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tua fighting Williams for a Dolphin first down. Off a play action, Tagovailoa. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Do you think he is more mobile like Lamar or a thrower like Brady?
Tua to throw again. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Kyle Duggar in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
MOT American Football.
Tua on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Gesicki, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
I think he has an arm like Brady.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10.
Do you think he will ever win a Super Bowl or MVP award?
As he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
New England trying to get to place on offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
On first down, Newton. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To throw is Newton. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Nickel formation here defensively. And now Newton not liking the play call. He's going to take a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Out of the gun, Newton. And this
Gotta go with my team, and now I like the Ravens, and also I feel like he can do a lot of damage on the field. MOT American football, MOT perfect score.
Keen the target, but it's going to be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started out in Denver, and it's the Broncos who are out in front. Drew Lock has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head cross-country to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they've gone to the half in that ball game with the visiting Browns out on top. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes.
That was one hell of a game between the Ravens and Browns in Monday night.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Rams trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. at their own 24.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
As a blind gamer, that was pretty cool to hear on the radio.
Come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Breida to get the third quarter started. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Who's your favorite wide receiver of all
We
time?
often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Of all time? Jerry's.
They run with Breida. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Miami.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the handoff, this is Breida. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Do you think the Saints have moved on from Drew Brees?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give to Breida. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The drive starts with a run by White, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. opting to run again here with White. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. Matt Breed in the
One of my favorite defenders of all time is Ray Lewis.
And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7
also
blockers
like Warren
up
Sapp,
front.
Brandon Ehrlicher.
Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Tua going to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's going to keep it here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take
I bet
off
Lamar
and try
Jackson
and
eats like
run.
he is about to
He
run a
just got
marathon.
back to the
Emoji
line of
spaghetti,
scrimmage,
emoji carrot,
no gain.
emoji hot beverage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, they find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone.
He does a lot of scrambling, running and dodging defenders. My favorite wide receivers: Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, Julio Jones, Tyreek Hill, Michael Thomas.
Sanders on for the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Gunnar Olszewski on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
How about Justin Jefferson?
Patriots with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. On the left side, a catch by White. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into
From
a
what I
big
hear,
play with missed
Lamar Jackson is a very skinny quarterback, LOL.
But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a
Emoji
really
happy
nice
tears,
job
emoji rolling
staying
on
in
the floor
their
laughing,
proper
emoji
places
cold sweat.
and not allowing any lanes to open up.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That's complete right side to Asiasi. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before
but unfortunately he has a back quarterback with Minnesota Vikings.
Big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
How about Stephon Diggs?
First down, here's White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Throwing on second down. Newton is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd
I think when got
and 3.
traded to Buffalo, that was a very good landing spot for him.
To the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Newton on 3rd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Stefan Diggs. Towards the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday night. He won T on my fantasy team LOL.
The Patriots send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down.
I mean, he has a quarterback with a bow and arrow for an arm. He is known as Josh Allen. MOG American football. MOG bow and arrow.
Today, 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He does have an arm. But I think sometimes he wants to run with the football more than use his and red the defense is giving him.
And that'll set him back 5. after the delay. They're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Tua. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami.
What is your favorite food? Emoji exclamation question mark.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
White rice, beans and potato chicken.
Start the drive with a give to White. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with White. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring a conversion here on 3rd down. Going on the ground, it's White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop
I like a lot of foods that includes pizza, orange chicken, cheeseburgers, waffles, ice cream.
That was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On 1st down, White. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. It's White. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes.
Me too, LOL.
Stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
I like fruit also. Emoji grapes, emoji strawberry, emoji peach.
8 yards to go on second down. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's complete into the hands of Myers. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Newton. It'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have
What are
such
you getting
a
for Christmas?
productive
Emoji
career.
Christmas tree.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
On first down, it's Newton. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Rex Burkhead. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Newton throwing again. Open man is Myers. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone?
I really don't care for Christmas presents for myself. Just for my boys, if someone gets something, that's fine.
And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
To the air again,
okay.
Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Although if I were to want something for Christmas, it would be a PlayStation 5. I heard that it is 100 accessible for us blind gamers.
It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line.
I am getting my Lamar Jackson
and
shirt.
Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Miami set to take over.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion
In black,
together
my favorite
a drive.
Ravens uniform is the black.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Dolphins 16.
Now Tua, a big spot for the rookie from Alabama. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
May I ask, what do you use to help you see what you're doing in the game?
On first down, here's Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
They control the breaks depending on if it is a pass or in play.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players,
Okay.
isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Emoji thumbs up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Duggar on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
What I hear on the PlayStation 5 Madden 2 the playbook read out, and it also tells you when your player is open what button to push.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far.
Entering Custom Medical Center. And player name V. Player name Tikaras. Injury type dislocated elbow. Injury length 1 week. Injury length placed on error. Entering launching screen depth chart.
They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. This is Breida. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Covered by Jason McCourty.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own.
That is a great strategy if your eyes don't work, but your ears do. They is stepping it up.
There, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
No.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. Over the middle, he's got Myers. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The pass complete. It's Bird. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's White. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Newton. This is White on the screen. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Open man right side, Myers. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. On the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Lawson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
This is how you feel about the Packers, I am guessing. Emoji pouting face, emoji face with steam from nose, emoji crying loudly.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. First down sack, Newton. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
7-yard gain on the play.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5.
LOL, I am not a Packers fan. But Aaron Rodgers is pretty damn good.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Shedding through the defense. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory.
Also, how can you see what you're typing in the chat when you're blind?
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Incomplete. Almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
The PlayStation 4 reads out your comment. I use my phone to dictate and respond.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 3rd down.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. John Simon in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? The quarterback gets hit.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef
No,
up the
but if you want to know the answer in my playlist, there is a video explaining how I lost my vision.
Now Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. A 40-yard punt, no return.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field.
ILL, check it out after this game.
After punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start the drive with White, and not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Eric Miller, what is up, my friend?
This afternoon, you wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
I've been okay. Thanks for asking.
On 3rd down, Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here comes Grant on the return. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again. Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They run with Breida. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now
So I gotta ask, how are your boys doing?
6. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And throw right side complete to Parker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
My boys are doing just fine, thanks for asking. My son just turned 10 years old yesterday.
Let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Tua. Able to find Shaheen here. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get.
Tell him I say happy birthday, emoji party popper, emoji birthday cake, emoji balloon.
This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Breida. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
You're good at my friend. MOG thumbs up.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Caught left side, Williams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Back to throw is Tua. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. 17. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce.
But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity
All
of the
right, my
moment
friends.
overwhelms them.
I am going to take a break when the stream is over. I will be live on my Twitch channel playing some Mortal Kombat 11A. Congratulations on the win. MOT American football. MOT thumbs up. MOT thumbs up.
On EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.